Hey, my name is Keinan Briggs, and I'm a professional triple jumper with 2XU USA. My first encounter with the Compex unit was pretty good. I was told that within a certain amount of minutes it can reduce the amount of lactic acid buildup in your legs or whatever you're working and help minimize your soreness. So, hearing that, I said, I'm with it. I'm going to try it. So I was training hard, and 2 months into my workout, I realized, I haven't really been that sore how I used to be, years prior when I was training that same level of intensity. So I decided 1 week, I'm going to work out Monday, and I'm not going to use the Compex after I worked out. That following Tuesday, the Wednesday and Thursday, I still had a hard time recovering from my Monday workout. Yes, I still worked out, but the intensity was different, my range of motion was different, and I had to kind of fight through the soreness rather than have the soreness be advanced or pretty much not even there. So that pretty much sold me on the Compex unit, and I have been using it ever since. I make sure that I, put aside time to use the Compex because at the end of the day, I want to train and be at my best. And if I can minimize a day or two and keep training at that same level, it's wonders. Then I used the strength training on it, and I did the basic strength. I just sat down, hooked it up to my thighs or my calves or my abs, and let the Compex do its job. Then I thought about it and talked to Briggs, and I said, the goal is to break down your muscle. If I can work out while I do the Compex, how's that going to benefit my body? And Rick told me that's exactly what you want to advance to. So I ended up putting on my abs and so on. I was getting more and more sore, which let me know how far I can actually go with my muscles. Then I heard of a story about there were Tour de France athletes that hooked it up to their thighs, and they put it on the strength setting, and they rode the bikes for about, I think it was 2 or 3 minutes. And the Tour de France athletes ended up calling a company back, whoever did the research, and said, we've never been that sore ever in our lives. And these are Tour de France cyclists, professional cyclists that, train hundreds of miles per week. So I decided, I'm a triple jumper, I got strong legs, let me go ahead and try it. So I did the 3-minute workout. It was tough, and I decided, okay, I'm going to go ahead and keep doing some more workouts. I did lunges, I did jump training, some more plyos, things like that. The next day I ended up hopping on the treadmill. I was running, I was fine, I wasn't really sore at all. And then the following 8 days, I never experienced that type of soreness. The best way to explain it is it was the deepest soreness in my muscles I've ever felt. It basically felt like my bone was sore. It's hard to really get into detail, but I've been sore for a week straight before. I've been sore for 5-6 days where I can't really sit down correctly. But this sore had my legs swollen. You couldn't see the definition of my thighs. By the 6th day, I was getting a little nervous and was considering going to the ER. Now, I look back at it now and I laugh a little bit, but it let me know that I have been training so hard and done so much with my body that when I use the Compex, it doesn't even compare. It gets so much more of the muscle fibers. It does so much more for the body. It's just tremendous on what it can do for you. And from that point, my muscle endurance went up. My confidence went up. I knew I was able to train and do a lot more reps. My recovery decreased. I was able to do more and more and more from that point on. Now, I'm not going to lie, it was intimidating to be that sore for that many days. But after the fact, I was a whole different athlete with a whole different mindset. Now I really focus on incorporating days where I have the Compex only, days where I use the Compex with my training, and days I do weight training. It's a good mixture of it. I'm still kind of playing around with a set program, but at the end of the day, you have to have the Compex incorporated into your training, whether it's weight training, resistance, endurance, or recovery. At the end of the day, the more you can train your body, the harder you can push yourself, beyond its normal limits. You're going to see great gains in your overall performance and so on. So it's huge. And for the triple jump, it's an event where you triple jump one day and you're sore for a couple of days, you know. But if I can triple jump one day and then the next day just kind of be tired, then the following day go compete again, it's helping that much more. One of my success stories is I went out to the University of Washington. I had a track meet out there, and didn't have a car, so I just walked up and down the street to, you know, the liquor store and whatnot. But I was walking about 1.5 miles, 2 miles before a track meet. The next day my meet started, and I warmed up, and my calves started cramping up. So I was a little nervous because in triple jump there's no gray area. Either you're 100% or you're not competing at the level you can compete at. So my first attempt to jump, my calves cramped up, and I was trying to figure out what I can do. I was massaging them. Then I remembered that I had the Compex unit with me. I attached them, the electrode pads, to my calves, and I put on some calf guards that I have from 2XU to kind of keep them concealed. In between each jump, I used the Compex to flush out the lactic acid. My second jump, I just jumped to get a mark out. My third jump, I actually set a new personal best and increased my lifetime triple jump best by almost 8 or 10 inches. So I was excited about that and thankful that I had the Compex unit with me. And now I can't go anywhere without it, just because, you know, it helps me as an athlete, and it kind of gives me that peace of mind knowing that at the end of the day, I'll be okay.